Hello and welcome along to day 3, the final day of the pool stages of the Hero Hockey World League final. The next game is the Netherlands versus Belgium from the Major Dayachand National Stadium in New Delhi. Should be an absolute cracker, this one. There's a view back to the gate here in the heart of New Delhi, and both sides striding out onto the pitch now. It's the Netherlands away to our right-hand side in the white tops, white shorts and orange socks. Their opponents this evening, Belgium, in the all-black away on the left-hand side. There'll be one presentation ahead of the national anthems. We just had a little look at him there. Elliot van Strijdonk, 100 caps for him this evening, so congratulations. We'll go through all the formalities very shortly, but all the action from this game, the Netherlands versus Belgium, on the way very shortly. Both sides in good voice then ahead of this one. It's day 3, it's match 11, and it's the Netherlands versus Belgium. So both sides meeting and greeting each other ahead of the game. The last of the friendly touch. These two sides, neighbours back home in Europe, and have faced each other on numerous occasions, but here's where it counts. Still rank to be pulled here, and positions, final positions in the pool to be decided. Here's how it stands at the moment, with Australia and Argentina at the top half of the table, the Netherlands and Belgium down towards the bottom of the half. But as you can see there, the Netherlands, with a win, and a convincing win here against Belgium, could finish in second place ahead of Argentina if goal difference works in their favour. Here's how the Dutch line up, with Piermin Blaak in goal this evening for the Netherlands. Joly, Bakker, Hertzberger, Kemperman, Vaart, Voog, Hofman, Devine, Van der Horst, the captain, and Van der Weerden, all in the starting lineup for Paul van Aas. Coach Van Aas with a wealth of experience to draw upon as well. The number 3 side in the world, remember, but they lost their first game against Argentina 5-2 before a win against Australia 1-0 in the pool. Their opponents this evening, Belgium. Van Asch starts in goal with John Doman, the captain. Dokier, Charlier, Denea, Gugnard, de Sadeleer, Leupart, Bone, Van Strijdonk and Boccard starting, and their substitutes again, some of the very best in the world for Mark Lammers to draw upon. 2 losses in the tournament so far for Belgium. Lost 3-2 against Australia and would have been disappointed to lose against Argentina, having been up 2-1, but lost that game by 3-2. Andrew Kennedy of England props up one end of the umpiring team. Germain Montes d'Oco the other. So both umpires are set, both teams are set. Let's get this penultimate game of day 3 underway. Hertzberger with the quick start. Clearly something there the Dutch have practiced. The Netherlands playing from left to right here this evening against Belgium in the all-white kit with the orange socks. Both sides already being asked to calm down in those early exchanges. That quick start from the Netherlands, trying to catch Belgium on the back foot. They did slightly, but now the game will settle down into some form of tempo. 47 goals in total in the tournament scored, and 8 teams from across the globe have made it through to this final stage of the Hero Hockey World League. Alongside myself, Michael Absalom, here in the commentary box, I have a very experienced coach, so he's got a good eye over this game, Cedric D'Souza. Hi Cedric, how are you?
Very well, Mike. The game is about 2 European giants, and on view today you're going to find great possession, great rotation of the ball, first-time releases, playing on the early break, closing down, vision. These are all parts of what we're going to see today.
Okay, and we almost saw the Netherlands coming close there. Hertzberger getting around the back with Billy Bakker as well back there. We've also seen our first green card inside the first couple of minutes here. That went the way of Belgium. They're down to 10 players as things stand, so the Netherlands push forward on the press as you'd expect to put a little bit of pressure on. Just not giving 5 there though, the Dutch, and so Hoffman was the man underneath it that was penalised for being too close to the Belgian number 23, to Sadalier.
A lovely long ball by the Belgian team, right across, right through into the circle, but not picked up by Tom Boone in the front.
Yeah, Bone, one of the guys to look out for if you're new to hockey, wears number 27 for Belgium, and he scored 3 goals in the tournament already. Tom Bone, 1 against Australia and 2 versus Argentina. Will be looking to keep up that 100% success rate as the competition progresses. The final pool game then for both these two sides, muscling for rank in Pool B. It's been a tough pool, hasn't it, Cedric, with the likes of Belgium, the Netherlands, Australia and Argentina all in it. Argentina very much the surprise package from the group.
Yes, Mike, definitely the surprise package, but you know, at this level of competition, all the teams are top class, and it's just a question of performance on a given day.
And Argentina did go down in their final game just before this to the Australian side. They lost by 6-1, and that's given the Netherlands a glimmer of hope to finish second in the pool, but they have to beat Belgium here first, and they have to beat them by a couple of goals as well. As Kemperman strides forward, Bakker on the outside of him, cuts in field, and again beats another player, but just lost control of it. Tried to throw it onto that reverse stick of his, but then fell right onto the flat stick of Felix Denayer, the captain. Netherlands, as we said, will have been disappointed to lose their opening game by 5-2 against Argentina. But certainly going in the right direction with a win after that on day 2 versus Australia. Defending here to do for Yoli. Can't clear his lines. And Belgium come forward again, watched off by Van der Weerden. Just let it come across the face of goal.
Well, Van der Weerden should have been actually on the second bar instead of standing in line with the ball for the tip-in ball.
Well, no Belgian player there to tip it in far post. There is another good pass and run from Kemperman. Onto the baseline now, eyes come up and onto the foot. Was it? Yes, it was. Slipped it onto the foot of Felix Denayer, and the Netherlands have their first penalty corner of the night. It's come inside the first 5 minutes, and a good goal-scoring opportunity coming up here. Here's why.
A great run down the flank, come down to the baseline, commits the defender and finds a foot. An absolute beauty, because they know they've got a fantastic penalty corner exponent in Van der Weerden. So let's see what happens now.
Mick van der Weerden then, where's number 30? Scored against Argentina. A Hertzberger there in the picture alongside him. Either of these two could be flicking it goal bound in the next minute. Belgium just taking a while to settle and get their safety gear on, face masks, boxes at the ready. 4 defenders and the goalkeeper. Netherlands injection comes in, and there is the flick, watched all the way by Van Asch. It was a strong flick too from Van der Weerden, but not powerful enough to beat the Belgian goalkeeper. He'll lead with the ball forward. 1-2 exchange with Hofman. And the back now with Van der Horst, the Dutch captain. Aerial ball from him forward to Hofman. Reverse stick cross comes in, takes a little deflection. And anyone new to hockey in the last couple of years, deflection rule still in use here in this tournament. And had that gone goal bound and gone in, it would have counted. Bakker looks to go reverse stick. Now Belgium counter-attack. Just stalling play a little as they manage to get numbers forward. This is Briels. Dutch now back in numbers 2, forcing the Belgian attack to come all the way back round through the heart of the defence.
Mike, Belgium doing very well to hold the ball and play the ball along the wides, stretching the defence, but the Dutch equal to the task by not moving and committing themselves and not giving the gaps that Belgium want.
Yeah, Belgium have to remain patient here and wait for those gaps to open up. Instead, they've handed possession back. Just ran out of patience there as Joly stands over the ball and leaves it for the Dutch skipper. So, Van der Horst needs to find a way out of this press himself. Opting to run with it. Belgium putting on a very high press and forcing it now down the Dutch right-hand flank. Finds a way through, takes a deflection. Van Asch will have it just outside the 25. Have to thread the ball ahead to Jonker. Be a long corner for Mullen. Van der Weerden. Van der Horst cross-field. Both sides at the moment sitting half-court press.
Well, they're both respecting each other in terms of and holding back, waiting for each of them to give the spaces and try to exploit the spaces.
Root ball 1 takes down someone. It looks like Briels. It's come off Sander Bart as he tried to slap that one through. Here's another look at that incident there. Well, pretty sure that's just caught him on the inside of the thigh. Maybe somewhere a little more delicate. Certainly knocked the wind out of him. So 0-0 here between the Netherlands and Belgium. Just a short break whilst Briels gathers his breath and takes his time to get to his feet. Mark Lammers there, the coach, watches on, still looking for his side's first win in this tournament. Well, gauging from that reaction, looks like Briels is going to take some time out here, really gingerly just trotting off the pitch. The Dutch fans in here cheering on their side. Quite a few Belgians on the far side actually that have made the journey out, surrounded by Some vocal Indian fans as well that love their hockey out here, and India play in the final game of the day as well, don't forget, against Germany. They'll need all the support they can get for that one. It'll be a tough game for the host nation. Germans looking to finish second in Pool A. Remember, the quarter-final stage is the key stage to this particular format, with sides crossing over from each pool to play each other. So top of Pool A will play bottom of Pool B, and vice versa. Second place third and third place second. Oh dear, soft giveaway there from Guignard. Out of the 8 sides here, Cedric: England, Germany, New Zealand, India, Argentina, Australia, Netherlands and Belgium. Who's impressed you so far? This is day 3.
Well, definitely the Aussies. They played some great hockey. The Aggies too played some great hockey, but I think they came proper today. But for me, the Aussies have shown great commitment and some fantastic play.
We'll keep an eye out for them as the competition progresses then. Cedric's pick as Van der Veerden earns the free hit just outside, almost got into the D and forced the penalty corner. Instead, a long corner. No, umpire wants that free hit taken, thought so. Here is Van der Veerden now, all the way back and around Van der Horst. Probably one there for Yoli to deal with. Push upfield this from Belgium to deny the Netherlands any further access up the pitch. Oh, little hook of the leg there, purely accidental. Cedric Charlier just catching the foot of the Dutch central defender. Well, back underway.
Well, it was good press, a close down on Robert Van der Horst, but just by mistake, I think it was just a mistake that they flicked his leg. But what Belgium is doing is they're pressing and closing down the spaces and pressing the ball carrier.
Not sure how high scoring this game is going to be. Netherlands have scored 3 goals in the tournament, Belgium just 4. Both sides having conceded more goals as well. Netherlands have conceded 5, Belgium have conceded 6, and it's the Netherlands with just 1 win, and Belgium are winless as things stand at the moment. Touch from Vermeulen. Play just being broken down at the moment. Both sides shadowing each other well here, mirroring each other's attacks.
And even when they put the press up front, what they do is they keep their lines back in the defense very secure.
Come off Bone's foot, so it'll be a free hit just inside the Dutch defensive half. Vermeulen trots back and screams for it. Instead, the ball comes to Polkamp. Again, Belgium push forward. There seem to be no options going forward for the Dutch. Everything going back and moving from side to side at the moment.
They're looking for a clear pass up front, but it's just not happening because of the Belgian team just closing out all the spaces.
Great discipline from Belgium as Denayer now, the Belgian captain, looks for the best option. Again, it's backwards. And again, the Netherlands mirror every single move the Belgians are trying to put together here. There's a lot of work being done off the ball by all the players. Aerial ball comes through, lovely pass. All of 50 yards and into the D. Finally it comes, and Belgium get a chance, but it's swept away to safety by Marcel Balkestein. Belgium edge forward again this time. Van Strijland's ball is deflected. It'll be a long corner. Final touch coming up off a Dutch stick, but Bone was in there lingering around, as was John Doman. Great Route 1 ball. Now some room for the Netherlands. 4-on-2 though. Jonker fancies it. Hertzberger alongside him. Here is Hertzberger, peels out. Looks to go into the D, he's going to make it into there. Can they get a result? Pulls it back, looks for the deflection, goes wide. Final touch was a Dutch touch, just couldn't steer it goal bound. Belgium have a sideline ball.
A great run by Hertzberger, comes down to the flank, and he's looking for his player. Flicks the ball inside, but it's not tapped in, and a resultant free hit for Belgium.
Should have been a goal. I'll look back on that as a missed opportunity. Just took a deflection up there, which made it harder to steer the deflection goal bound, but still, I'd expect players of this calibre to be scoring there.
Such a small difference between the body position properly and just away. The ball's coming at such speeds that you have to be in the right place at the right time and position your body properly for the pass or for the tip-in.
Good hassle there from Briels, who's back on the pitch after that injury. Got his breath back. And straight back into the mix. Belgium hustling well for this. Here's some stats so far for you then from the game. Netherlands just bossing possession slightly, 56 to 44%. And as far as circle penetrations go, Belgium have had the better of those, 3-2. And just that one shot from the Netherlands. Hertzberger getting around the back. Deflection not able to be pushed goal bound. Hoffman comes back out through Van der Weerde. Crossfield now. Camp will drive it all the way over the 25. Crowd seem to be going for Belgium in this one. Every time they get the ball, there seems to be a ramp up in noise, in crowd volume.
Well, Mike, you know, when the team comes into attack, when both teams are coming into attack, you'll find that the support on the break is incredible. The whole team moves forward when the ball is with them, and vice versa. They get back into defense as soon as the ball is lost. All behind the ball when the ball is lost, or all into attack when the ball is with them.
You are just joining us. No goals. You haven't missed anything as yet. Netherlands 0, Belgium 0. Other results from today: England beating New Zealand by 5-1. Convincing win for them, an even more convincing win for Australia, who beat table toppers Argentina by 6-1 to take top of the table. So Australia lead this pool as things stand and will play bottom of Pool A. At the moment, that's India. It'll be an interesting one. Hertzberger, aerial. Don't see that too often, do you?
Well, there are no gaps up front, so he has to play the ball back and keep possession of the ball, especially in the last quarter, because he's worried about a counter-attack, and this is exactly what they're worried about.
Yeah, this is where the Belgians are strong as well. Belgium coming forward now in the heart with Denayer, just one touch back, and they come all the way around to the left-hand side through Demont, looking for the 1-2, but the Netherlands tracking back man for man. Sides opting to use the aerial. Some room here though for Devine. Foul there, and we're going to see our first card. Demont It's a yellow. It's our first yellow. So a 5-minute sin bin for Dumont for that challenge. It's a good change of pace from Sander Devine. Here it is again. Little elbow in the back there. Thank you very much. 5 minutes in the sin bin for Dumont. Pretty fair call, I think, on that one, Cedric. It was quite obvious in front of the umpire.
Very obvious the fact that he shoved Sander van Veen, and that was a definitely yellow card.
So that means Belgium are down to 10 players. Here's where the Netherlands could capitalise. The next 5 minutes are going to be crucial. Crossfield ball comes in dangerously high. Everyone was ducking for cover there, including the umpire. There's Nicolas Dumont taking on some water. How do teams have to respond to something like a yellow card, Cedric? From a coaching point of view, what do you get your players to do?
Well, I would go for a half-court press immediately, and probably just put an extra, take out a striker and put an extra defender just to keep the defense very secure and keep possession of the ball as much as possible, waste as much as time as possible till my player gets back.
And you can see Belgium doing just that. Half-court press, all their remaining 10 players inside the defensive half. They're not going to break across that halfway line, and they hope to regain possession and catch the Netherlands on the counter-attack. I guess the negative there is that they have that one player short. They don't have someone high up on the field to make those lead runs.
Well, they'll have to probably just get possession of the ball also while moving into attack, because they're one man down.
Apple won the free hit at the head of the D. It will be taken on the dotted line, 5 metres from the edge of the circle. We'll have to travel 5 metres before going into the D. That must have been pretty close before it entered into the by Kemperman. Man of the match the other day in that 1-0 win against Australia. At the heart of the action again here versus Belgium. Doman gets a little touch, and Van der Veerden makes no mistakes and taps it out. Sideline ball. Here is John Doman, the Belgian captain. Clipped the foot there of Sander Bart on the way through before it hit Van der Veerden. Some more time to kill here for Belgium as they're 10 men down, as they're on 10 men, 1 man down. 10 men down could be interesting. Just the goalkeeper. Yeah, there was a shove in the back just before Belgium regained possession in the middle of the park.
With 1 man down, Belgium must be very careful of losing the ball when they're on the break, because the Dutch could hit them very hard with a counter-attack.
Bit of a stray ball from Sander Bart. It'll be a sideline ball then for Belgium in the defensive 25. Belgium taking the opportunity to bring on some substitutes as well. Van Strijdonk is back on the pitch. Van Obel waits in the wings. Briel's also waiting to come on for a second run around. Staggering, isn't it, the amount of changes that they make in modern day hockey compared to the early days when you were coaching India, Cedric?
A lot of changes now because of the pace of the game has to be kept at. You know, most teams have to keep this 100% intensity on the ball and the speed factor, and because of this they keep them fresh legs and change them every 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes also.
Aerial ball comes again over the top, and this time finds Alkenstein. 16-yard hit though. Been too many clear-cut chances. Hertzberg is probably the best of the half for the Netherlands, getting around the back, and his teammates almost getting a tip in, but just bobbled away from the oncoming attackers. It's the closest we've come to seeing a goal in this first half. 12.5 minutes remaining then. Netherlands 0, Belgium 0. Acres of space out here for Van As. He's got Bakker ahead of him, and also Kemperman making some wide movement. Kemperman gets his stick on the ball, but not for long. And Obel picks it back up. Here's Bone. More space just starting to open up here for Belgium. Pulled back by Belgian number 22, Gugnard. Great that we can hear the umpires as well. Players have to be 5 metres from the restart. I hear that being conveyed by Andrew Kennedy of England over on the far side. Up the leg of Van der Veerden. Free hit Belgium. Came in off a deflected Dutch stick. Bakker's in behind this, it doesn't stay in, the angle wasn't quite right for him. Eli Bakker, who scored versus Australia the other day. Paul Van As, who's been head coach since 2010. There's Jeroen Hertzberger. Hertzberger yet to score in this tournament. He's normally up there on the score sheet. Maybe tonight's the night. Brilliant.
From that last movement, you just watched the Dutch are trying to put a full court press, pushing up to put pressure on the Belgian team, and well, Belgium are trying to hook the long ball right down the flanks.
Ball down the middle into the goal like that last one. It wasn't a goal if you're wondering, and the reason why is you have to shoot from inside the D if you're new to hockey. Free hit outside for the Netherlands. Again, not too many options. They have to pull this one out and round, they do. Vermeulen with the mistrap. That's Vermeulen there. Just 25 years of age, 87 caps now for the Dutchman. Shows you still make mistakes, doesn't matter how experienced you are. Those basic errors can sometimes crop in. Good steal and chase back from Jonker. This is Van As now. Jonker making that run ahead of him. Can't tackle too many, I think, there for Van As.
Yeah, was holding on to the ball much too long, and well, he hadn't any of the options to pass because nobody of the Dutch team was offering themselves. They were all static.
Oh, there was a chance across the face of goal, and Jeffrey Tice was the man in the middle. It took a little bobble deflection off the Dutch stick just before he got down to it, and that's what put him off, but otherwise that was goal bound. Good vision to get this cross in from Dokier, and just there took it away from the Belgium.
It was a very good cross by Dokier, and it got the entire Dutch defense napping because the ball bobbed into the circle, and a miss, a near miss for the Dutch.
Trying to get out of this tight press, they've done well so far. Bakker now looking to get across halfway. Alongside him is Kemperman. Hertzberger now comes in field, had Bakker ahead of him. Opted to come in field towards Sander Bart, and another turnover of possession. Inside the final 10 minutes now of the first half. No goals to report as yet. Belgium playing from right to left. Came close there. Jeffrey Tice could have touched home to open the scoring just moments ago. Sadlier with the ball forward to Doman, and it was cut out. Bit unfortunate there, felt the defender got the better of that. Umpire just wants a word here with both captains. Let's see what he's going to say.
Okay, come on. Is it inside or outside, Herman? Outside, okay, thank you. This way.
Say no more fighting, is that what he was saying, Cedric?
No more argy-bargy, probably that's what this is all about. A lot of physical play. That's probably telling them to cool their nerves down and play to the whistle.
Belgium then up at the business end, trying to open the scoring. Lampard thinks about getting it in reverse stick, but in the end forced wide to make that cross. Backer now has a good change of pace, but not even he can get to that one in time. Hoffman there and Charlier waiting to come on for their teams. And so Wissant for the Netherlands. Route 1 ball is cut out this time. Bit of a nothing ball, that one. Hertzberger has a look around. Decides to dump the ball off to Vermeulen. Netherlands opting to keep it short. Wissant straight on and has an impact. Comes crashing down. Good tackle though from Van Strijdonk. It was clean. Again, able to get a little deflection there to maintain possession.
The 30 minutes that we've watched already has been no clear-cut chances, and there's been no spaces actually to play the balls that they're capable of playing, because both teams are very tight in defense, man-to-man marking and closing down the spaces brilliantly.
Unforced ever there from Lampard. Again, the Netherlands drive forward. This time to Voogd. Along the baseline, here's a chance. Keeper had to stand his ground. Got a left foot stretched out to it, did Van Ash. And takes it for a long corner. That's where the Netherlands, for me, have looked the better this evening. Getting along the baseline, they've done it 2 or 3 times now. Deflection this time goes in. And we've got our opening goal. Konstantin Jonker opens the scoring. Netherlands 1, Belgium 0.
A beautiful ball by Robert van der Horst. Watches his player, and Jonker moves towards the ball and deflects the ball home. Great presence of mind, but the most important thing was the soft hand when he touched the ball to go into the goal.
Led so well towards the ball as he takes a break there, a well-earned break. He's got his side ahead here on 31 minutes, so just before half-time. The Netherlands going ahead against Belgium. They lead here by a goal to 0. There he is, the goal scorer. That one went into the stands, that aerial ball from Van der Weerden. I think he caught that exactly how he intended. Inside the final 5 minutes of play in the first half then. Netherlands 1, Belgium 0. They've just gone ahead through Jonker. Dutch forward leading well towards the ball, taking a little deflection off Robert van der Horst's ball into the D. Belgium now try and find their own way into the D. They've got a long corner. Be taken by their skipper, Denea. Just fished away for a long corner.
Belgians trying to get around the defense into the circle.
They're in the circle now, and they get the shot off, forces the save, and they've got a penalty corner. Their first of the night. And Bones out there, all ready for this first penalty corner of the night for Belgium. They can use the TV referrer if they want to, the Dutch here. Doesn't look like they're going to. What's your take of this, Cedric?
Well, the ball comes to Boone, and I think it goes off because it was played dangerously by Permin Black. It's a penalty corner against the Netherlands.
Wonderful shot from Boccard, one-handed there to get it off the goalkeeper. Nothing he could really do about it. There's so many players around him, but here's your danger man. Tom Bone scored versus Australia, scored versus Argentina, and has scored versus the Netherlands. Tom Bone equalises just before half-time for Belgium. It's Netherlands 1, Belgium 1.
If you look at the action, it's just a whiplash action. Doesn't lift the stick too hard, doesn't give a big drag. It just whips the ball into the corner of the goal, with Permin Black having no chance at all.
So low to the keeper's right, didn't have time to get down to it. Tall figure of a man, Black, and too quick for him on the night, Bone. So Belgium back into this game. 2 goals, they've both come late on in the first half. And finally the game comes to life. And I'm sure both sides have plenty more to give in the second half as well. Just over a minute to play then in the first half, and here's a chance for the Netherlands to take the lead. It's going to be a long corner. Could very easily have gone through the legs there of the keeper from that shot from Puissant. Again, the ball comes across the face of D. Hertzberger was on the far post. Boccard lets it go.
Well, the first save by Vanash was actually very well, because he came out of the cage, came out and blocked the angle out, and the ball hit his pads and ricocheted out on the sideline for a corner. The next one was a beautiful ball across the circle, which Hertzberger didn't tap in.
The Belgian players were not 5 when that free hit started. Well, finally a bit of pace injected into the game, spurred on by those 2 goals that we've seen late on in the first half.
And Mike, the long balls are being fired in the circle, and that's probably the reason why there are a few more chances happening in the game at the moment.
Those gaps just starting to open up then as Bone takes the quick restart, the goal scorer. Look at that turn of pace he's got there as he just dumps the ball off for his teammate and skipper. He did enough there though from that one and only penalty corner to get his side back into this game. So 2 goals in the first half, 1 there for Tom Bone after Jonker put the Netherlands ahead. 1-1 at half-time then. Both sides will trot off for a 10-minute break. Team talk, take on some water, and listen to what their coaches have to say. But it was a snail-like start to the game, but it ended well that first half with 2 goals. 1 apiece, Jonker for Netherlands, Bone for Belgium. Bone's coming from a penalty corner, and at half-time, the Netherlands are equal on goals. It's Netherlands 1, Belgium 1. Welcome back to New Delhi in India. It's half-time here between the Netherlands and Belgium. It's day 3, match 11 of the tournament. 2 goals in the first half, both coming towards the end of that first half. Constantine Jonker putting the Dutch ahead on 31 minutes, and here's a look at all the highlights and all the goals. Netherlands should have opened the scoring here as Hertzberger got round the back, but his teammates unable to steer that one home. There was a couple of them there to choose from as well. Tokier got this one across the face of goal. Unfortunately, Thijs couldn't get a reverse stick on it. Just took a bobble off a defensive stick from the Dutchman. Here was the goal though, a Route 1 ball which found Jonker completely unmarked, leading towards the ball. How about this, bottom of your picture, great little bit of gas, great bit of turn of pace, and nice soft hands to guide it home. Belgium then clawed one back through Tom Bone. Bone going low and to the keeper's left as we look at it here. Great deception on that. So 1-1 at half-time, 3 shots on target for the Netherlands, 2 for Belgium. Honours even as far as circle penetrations go, but Netherlands in charge of the possession. And a corner apiece, Belgium converting from theirs. Netherlands unable to score from there. So there's the Dutch camp, there's the Dutch players, all coming back out onto the pitch for the second half. About 3.5 minutes or so until the second half commences. And teams muscling for position in Pool B, a pool which Argentina were top of until today when Australia beat them in the game before this by 6-1. Netherlands looking to finish second if they can win here by a couple of goals. But let's get the thoughts of the Dutch coach, Paul Van As, who's with De Bayern set.
Paul, quite an incident-filled first half and lots of excitement for the fans. What about you? How's your heart rate?
Yeah, I think both teams are equal, and it's a big fight. And I can't tell you yet who's going to win. It's all about energy and who has most left, and who is willing to give the utmost. And I think that will decide the game at this moment.
Well, Australia has put in a very powerful performance before this. Is it difficult to keep that out of your mind and just focus on what's happening in this game?
No, the first goal is to win, and second goal is to win it by 2 goals difference. That's obviously the case. But now, as the situation is now, I think we will be happy if we win the game.
Well, thanks and congrats, and or rather good luck for the second half as well.
Well, the Dutch coach there, 2 goals, remember they have to beat Belgium by if they are going to jump across Argentina. We can get thoughts there from the opposing camp as well. Mark Lammers is also joining us pitchside.
Mark, Paul, reckoning that both teams are cancelling each other out. So what have you told your team to try and get one over them?
We try to play a little bit more pressure. If we put pressure on the ball, they make mistakes, and then we can play the counter-attack. So we try to get more pressure on the ball positioning and then build up a little bit more wide. So that's the 2 tips we give.
Just one short question. In both your previous matches, you've been down at 2-2, but then you've conceded a late goal. What do you think has it been? Is it more down to bad luck or just a loss in concentration?
There are more things, all small things. So we are not used to it. We have a lot of new players, and we need experience, and we get it.
Well, thanks and all the best for the second half.
Thank you very much.
Well, we've heard from both coaches down there. Let's hear from our coach up here in the commentary box, Cedric D'Souza. You've heard what both coaches had to say. What are your feelings on the first half?
Well, I think it's been a very tight first half where not enough spaces created or chances being created. I think a lot of it is because there's been less leading off the ball in terms of the width. It would be nice to lead towards the flanks, and then the space which is created in the center, the ball is fired into the center there. It would also be nice to see the harder tackling and tracking of the ball and use of the baseline.
Well, breaks yourself, second half action on the way. Belgium versus Netherlands, 1-1 at half-time. Goals for Jonker and Boone, respectively. And in that order. Belgium to get us underway in the second half. Playing from left to right in the all-black kit. And we get underway. Netherlands then, who went ahead on the 31st minute through Konstantin Jonker, before Tom Bone cancelled that out with a well-taken penalty corner, executed perfectly and brought his side back into it. So that's where we are at the moment, start of the second half. Netherlands 1, Belgium 1. We know that this game is going to be a close run thing. The target for the Netherlands here is to win the game by 2 goals or more. If they're to do that, then they would finish second in the group. At the moment, they currently lie third. Belgium very bottom of the group at the moment, just because they haven't won a game. It's that simple. They've come close a couple of times. 2 3-2 losses, one against Australia, one against Argentina. But Cedric, this one is going to go to the wire.
Definitely, you know, and talking about Belgium, it's a team which is very full of youngsters, so the future is very promising.
Promising for the Netherlands here as well, as they have chance to drive the baseline. Bakker was there. It was good work from Sevi van As initially, who spotted the gap, and still there's pressure here. Another deflection. This time it's booted away into touch by Van As.
The ball into the circle wasn't a strong enough ball for that deflection. Van As had no problem in clearing the ball away.
It didn't seem to have as much power on that first hit into the D we saw from Robert van der Horst in the first half when Jonker got his deflection goal. That one's got a bit more power on it though. Finds Van As, but also pops it onto his own foot. And he's hit the ball away here, which is a bit silly. So a green card. So Sevi van As will have a 2-minute suspension, and it's for this. He stopped the ball here, kicked it, whistle had gone, and then he just hits it away. To be fair, he was just passing it back. It came off the defender's foot and took that deflection, which made it look worse than it was.
But once the whistle goes, you're supposed to leave the ball, and he didn't do that, so he's warranted a card.
Too much distance on that from the Dutch skipper. Here's Bone, the goal scorer. Well picked by Van der Horst as Gunyard trying to cross that one in. Gunyard again for the restart. Long corner. Thinks about going reverse stick instead. Comes back through Lerpart. That one does come in, takes another deflection. This time it goes wide. It was Denayer on the far post.
A beautiful slap shot deep into the circle. But the deflection wasn't strong enough because the player wasn't down enough. He should have been slightly more deeper towards the floor, and then we'd have got that ball inside the goal.
Yeah, actually looked like it came off Roger Hoffman, the final touch, so we'll give the defender a bit of credit there for getting on the case of Felix Denayer. Holkamp with a deep ball back to Yoli. Infield, now some space. 3-on-3 at the back. Good advantage from the umpire. Hertzberg with the cross ball in. Here's a chance. Reverse stick shot is parried away now by the keeper after it was Bockard, I think, that got his stick to it first, which took a touch of the pace off it. Ball comes across again, right in front of Bakker, right in front of Hertzberger, and it's going to be a 16-yard hit restart. Lots going on there.
When the cross ball comes into the circle, the first one and the resultant hit, the reverse hit, wasn't strong enough. And the second cross ball which comes in, if you look at Hertzberg and you look at Billy Bakker, they're both in a straight line. They're both standing, and there's not enough options to pass from that cross ball. One of them should have been slightly deeper, one of them should be slightly away from the same line.
Infield ball is cut off by Van der Horst. Doman, though, regains possession. Here's a chance for Belgium overlapping rather than can they get a shot off. Briels sees the angle narrowed there. It was the Dutch goalkeeper. Managed to narrow the angle there. Blaak again at the heart of the action.
A beautiful steal by Dohan, by John Dohan, and he gets the ball and plays it back to Thies, and there's just The keeper comes out, smothers the angle up very well, and saves his team second goal.
Never the easiest angle to score from, those ones, those tight angles. Keepers these days with huge pads on their legs and on the end of their hands to deny those sort of shots. Lerpart aerial ball this time. Finds Bockard. Cross comes in from Bockard. The big right-footed pad this time of Black sends it back for a sideline ball. This time a good defensive tackle from Balkenstein. Tempo to this second half, that's for sure. Ball came in dangerously there, so Netherlands will have the ball back. Mark Lammers there, a Dutchman himself. 5 international caps, but coaching the Belgium side. Former coach of the Netherlands women team as well when they won Olympic gold in Beijing in 2008. Credentials.
The second half is opened up a little bit more because both teams are using the width of the pitch.
Then to Bockard. Comes in on the 45-degree angle. Good lead towards the ball from Thijs. There's space here on the overlapping wide run. Still Thijs. Sadlier now. Lerpart, one touch. Bockard. Back into Doman. There's a little bobble. Penalty corner. I think it's for that challenge from Polkamp. Yeah, push in the back. Just saw it there from the umpire, Herman Montes Dorca.
Well, it's again John Doman who puts the ball into the circle. He's playing a captain's innings for his team. Puts the ball into the circle and his player is pushed on by Polkamp, and the resultant penalty corner for the Belgian team.
Well, we know what happened last time round in the first half. Belgium with their one and only penalty corner so far, converting from it. Slightly different personnel at the head, 1 from 3 in the tournament. Lerpart there at the head of the D, alongside him de Sadlier. It's Lerpart with the flick this time, which is run down by Hertzberger. Not done yet. Chance here, keeps it low. And finally, the Netherlands clear it. Well, there are a couple of chances there. Now there's going to be a chance up the other end. Jonker. Great strength to carry those tackles. Unfortunate not to get a free hit there. I thought there was a bit of an elbow in the back of Konstantin Jonker. Down the skipper and Denea watching on. Both joint captains of Belgium, both just assessing the situation there pitch side.
Well, the captain of the Belgium team, John Doman, has got fantastic vision. He's intercepted a couple of balls and given some defense-splitting passes. And he's played a captain's innings for me. Actually, both captains have played really exceptionally well.
Belgium then still trying to find a way through. They do again. It's an apologetic sorry from Doman. That time I think it was Thierry actually with the ball through. There he is. Didn't quite find the mark on that occasion, Thierry. Look how hard Belgium are working to get this back. They had all their men press forward. That means there's acres of space up front, and another chance here for Jonker, who thinks about taking a reverse stick. He does. Tight angle and across the crossbar, up and over.
I think it took too much time when he got that ball. He got it on his forehand, bring it to the reverse side for a hit, and he was closed on very well by the Belgian number 25. Lepart, and then the ball was hit over the goal. But what he could have done was spin off and go onto his forehand. It's become a fashion to hit these balls in the long from the reverse hit. You know, if you just spun around on the right-hand side, you've probably got a better shot at goal.
Also would have taken it onto the defender's weaker side, the reverse stick side. These guys willing to put their bodies and lives on the line to stop shots on goal. Intense, isn't it?
What Belgium is doing, they're pushing 2 or 3 players up front, right up into the 25, and opening the spaces.
Oh, must have gone past 2 or 3 players there. Bone was the closest to it. His teammate Charlier wasn't too far away as well. Neither of them making a touch there with that ball.
Well, it's a great long pass played from the deep defense. As I just said a couple of minutes ago, the fact was that the strikers are pushing up, way up into the 25-yard line, and the midfielders are also pushing up. That give them a lot of space for the through balls and for the long balls to be fired.
Good strength at the back from Thierry. Drives on. Ball forward to Bone. Can't keep it in. Three minutes remaining in the second half. Then Netherlands 1, Belgium 1. Netherlands going ahead in the first half on 31 minutes through Jonker. Deflection goal for the Dutch. Before Tom Bone equalised just before half-time from a penalty corner. Another straight strike into the D, this time came from Van Strijdonk. 100 caps for him today, Elliot Van Strijdonk. Will be celebrating with a win in 22.5 minutes time. Well spotted by the umpire. Good defending too from Marcel Baukenstein.
Belgium doing well to get back round the defense on the baseline.
Netherlands just up on possession and clear by 2 on circle penetrations. Here's another one for them. Reverse stick shot this time. A comfortable height for the goalkeeper to deal with, and Van Asch parries it away to his teammate over there, Van Strijdonk. Bone down the left-hand flank now, over the 25. No support around him. Dutch seem to be working the counter-attack well. They've had a couple of chances inside the last 5-10 minutes. Again, another run forward, this time from Hoffman. Leads the ball for Van Asch. Curls his way around a couple of players. It bounces awkwardly in front of Van Asch this time. Walked away in the end by de Sadelier. There's another ball in towards the P spot. This time dealt with by Thierry. Sideline ball. Better ball speed on this from the Netherlands. Van der Veerden over here on the left-hand side now, cut out and brought forward by Gugnard. Oh, great continuation there from Kemperman, but could only make it as far as the edge of the D before losing possession back. Going to see a card here. The Dutch protest. It's going to be a green card for Devine. Didn't seem happy. We'll probably see why here in our action replay. Good jab tackle. Yeah, looked clean from that angle. Frustrating when you get a green card for that, isn't it? Briels gives chase. Just slips it under his shoulder to Thijs. Two of them just interchanging nicely there, and Belgium now opting to come around and try and take advantage of that one man extra. No one on the end of that. Sander Devine, green card, being told there it's for the push.
Both teams, when they play in the pockets, they play the triangle passes and just keep the ball with them, looking for an opening to fire the ball into the circle.
Just totting up the goals in the tournament so far. 49 we're on, so next one will be the 50th of the tournament. Who's going to steal that one up? Could finish one apiece. That would definitely mean that Belgium finished bottom of the table and the Netherlands would finish third. Netherlands with some defending to do here. Argentina and Australia both ahead of them on 6 points. This the final pool game of the tournament before the quarter-final stages after tomorrow's day off. Here's a chance for Belgium to take the lead then. They've got numbers round the back. There's a shot. Oh, what a finish! A net buster from Felix de Neer, the Belgian skipper. And he's put his side ahead here for the first time in the game. It's Belgium 2, Netherlands 1.
A great rotation ball, first play to the back, looking for an opening. The Belgian skipper gives a fantastic pass again to the right-hand side, and a clinical finish which first past the goalkeeper. The important thing was the first touch. When he received the ball, he didn't look up, he just looked at keeper coming out slightly, and de Neer just puts the ball into the goal.
Yeah, the co-captains linking up really nicely there. Felix de Neer with the finish, but John Doman with the setup. Excellent stuff from Belgium. They lead after 52 minutes. Still one game to play this evening here in India. Final game of day 3 is Germany versus India. In current form, you've got to say that the defending Olympic champions have got to be favourite for that one against the world number 10 and hosts. Stick around for that if you can. Pushes back in about 45 minutes time. 8 PM pushback. Mark Lammers will be the happier of the two Dutch coaches. Another goal almost on the horizon there. The ball was hit from outside the D. It was looking for a deflection. The ball coming in again from the skipper, John Doman, going far post this time, looking for a deflection. It was Kirsters that went to ground. Doman with the initial injection into the D. Kirsters was at full stretch though. Netherlands need to find a way back into this game. Lost their first game of the tournament 5-2 versus Argentina. Came back with a 1-0 win against Australia. And they trail here to Belgium by 2-1. Polkamp now. Substitutions waiting at the halfway line. Van Stridonk, Bone, Charlier, Dokier and Guignard all waiting to come on for Belgium. Belgium just slowing things down a little bit here. Van Oorbel with a bit of wiggle and wins the free hit. There go those substitutions in an ice hockey style fashion. Sadlier plays the ball back through Lerpart. Out wide now with Bocard. Lerpart again. Threads one through into the D, came up off the stick of Briels. It was a good ball through.
Well, the good thing is,
right there, was it?
Well, the good thing is that you see the right defender when he gets the ball. When the ball is switched to the right defender, He cuts inwards to try and eliminate the defender, the opposite defender, and move inside, creating that danger point for his strikers, for a release to the strikers.
Belgium quite happy to sit back at this stage of the game, having got the lead. Asking questions of the Netherlands. Here comes Hertzberger now, he might have the answer. Oh, here's a chance, surely the Netherlands to get one back. Great save from the Belgian goalkeeper Van Asch, who stayed on his feet. There were 3 Dutch players around him, kept his eye on the ball, and more importantly, kept the ball out.
Fantastic run by Hertzberger. He pushes the ball down to the baseline. Plays the ball back to Hertzberger, but from the resultant push towards the goal, the goalkeeper Van Asch actually did very well to get down low and pump that ball and to pat that ball to safety. The important thing was the goalkeeper closing down that space, keeping his line, and then throwing his body.
Here they come again, back at this time, reverse stick shot. There was enough pressure, and it's eventually played back from Bakker into Van Strijdonk. It was his initial shot, which was blocked and well defended by Van Strijdonk there, but then played into the body there by Bakker. Penalty corner. Easy pickings, that's the way to do it. Coach will be happy. Gives the Netherlands their second penalty corner of this game. In that box, some safety equipment for the Belgian players. There's a look at their stats from this game. 1 from 2. Their penalty corner rate for Belgium, none from 1, the conversion rate for the Netherlands. Can they change it with Hertzberger at the head of the D? Bakker there is the stick stopper. They've got Vutajoli as the second option as well, but looks as though Hertzberger's going to take this one. Looking to open his account here in New Delhi. It's saved. The follow-up was missed by Jonker, who should have done better. He scored once this evening, and that was a bit of a gift, really, to take a second goal in this game and get his side level, but he missed it, missed the chance. And now Belgium straight back up the other end, onto the baseline, looking to take a 3-1 lead now. Netherlands regain some form of composure. And a sideline ball for them. Here's the penalty corner chance.
Well, Hertzberger's flick was proven hard, but Van Asch did very well to sidestep and palm that ball. From the resultant rebound, it was an absolute sitter for Jonker to put that ball inside. But I think he was just too anxious about it. He just had to be softer hands and to get his body one step forward towards the ball and tap the ball inside.
I think he was already celebrating. I think he was already on his way back to the halfway line. Just lost his focus. There is Jonker giving chase now and keen to make amends by taking the long corner and forcing another chance here for the Dutch, who trail by 2-1. Remember, they were trying to win this game by 2 goals or more to leapfrog Argentina in the pool. Certainly things not going in that direction at the moment, but plenty of time to score the goals. So as things stand at the moment in the pools, if the score were to remain the same in this one, I'll tell you what our quarterfinals would be. Netherlands versus England in the quarterfinals, and Belgium versus Germany. 2 very exciting encounters in the quarterfinal stages. That's if things stay as they are at the moment. Netherlands 1, Belgium 2. Boom comes forward, he's on the halfway line. Belgium, as you have guessed, are in no rush. At what stage will the Netherlands really start chasing this game? Will they in fact fancy their chances against England in that quarter-final?
Hit his arm, I think. I think he hit his arm.
Denea scored the goal that separates these two sides on 52 minutes, adding a second for Belgium. Just a pause in play here. Came off the hand, I think, there of the Dutch number 5, Marcel Balkenstein, and just taking a bit of time out to ensure he's okay. Seems fine. Back up on his feet and in the D marking Tom Bone. Oh, interception here from Bakker. Hertzberger leapfrogging ahead of him now. Hertzberger might fancy himself. Oh, great cover tackle. Super work. Was it Demont or Bocard who was back there? Either way, it was a good tackle. Now Gunyard sees that one trickle off.
There was an easy chance for the Dutch from the break. Bakker plays the ball to Hertzberger, but before the ball reaches Hertzberger, a fantastic interception by Bocard.
Free hit outside the Dutch D. Lerpart. Crunched in. Oh, well done. Stood his ground well. Sander Bart there, off the back foot. There's Bart now, again, through the midfield. Good change of pace from Jonker, the goal scorer. Too much weight on that one. That was a chance. We're going to see a card here for someone. It's a yellow. And I think it's for Doman. Let's have a look at that last Dutch attack. Just too much weight on that ball for Bart. Couldn't get to it. Here was that chance that fell to Hertzberger. Tried to take it on the reverse here. And there was that all-important tackle from Gauthier Bocard.
Well, again, Hertzberger should have taken the ball onto the forehand because Bocard was coming onto his reverse, and he went into the stick of Bocard.
Under 8 minutes left to play. Netherlands trail by 2-1. Belgium with their noses in front. As we said, if the scores to remain the same, Belgium would face Germany. There is John Doman in the sin bin. Yellow card for Doman, so at least 5 minutes in the sin bin. This, a key phase of the game then for the Netherlands. One-man advantage. Can they take advantage of that here? No, says Thomas Briels, who wins that free hit for Belgium.
Belgium lost another player just now, got a green card.
That's 9 then, is it?
9 versus 11 now. And the Dutch
Two-player advantage, well spotted.
And the Dutch are pushing up.
Both yellow cards is the confirmation we're hearing. There's confirmation of the second for Kersters. So 11 versus 10. The anxious, naughty corner watch is on. Will stumble, possibly for them. Can the Netherlands take advantage of that, though? That ill discipline from the Belgians. Only time will tell. Devine, one touch out to Van der Veerden. Need to get it into the D here and create a chance. Instead, they're toying around with it, pulling the Belgian defence around. Came up off Van Oorbel, and eventually he taps it out into touch.
9 versus 11, and the Belgium team is just keeping its lines and all back behind the ball in the last quarter.
There's a route one ball, looks for a deflection, no one could get anything on it. Hertzberger was just the other side of the P spot, close to the pads of Van Asch. There was the route one ball. He'll take a deflection there. There was a little swerve at the head of the D. One of the players going up. Vermeulen gets that one right. Van der Veerden. And Devine. Nas goes for it, fancies himself. Yeah, here he goes. Oh, stick block.
And it's unfortunate for Van As because he cut through the first defender, and when he comes inside, you look at it, he actually trips, and that's why he blocks the ball with his outstretched stick, and a resultant free hit for Belgium.
Yeah, looked to just keep his balance there as he was tripped and threw that stick out in front of him. But stick block nonetheless. Good turn of direction from Charlier. He's got no support, remember. Belgian side, light on numbers. Still down to 9 then. There they are. 2 yellow cards, so both of them sitting out a 5-minute penalty. They're almost there. Still some time to go, and still some time for the Netherlands to get back into this. Some scrappy defending required. Reverse stick shot comes in, and the deflection goal comes from Hertzberger, who opens his account here in New Delhi. A first goal of the tournament for him, and how crucial is this? An equaliser. Netherlands 2, Belgium 2.
Nice hit by Budajoli in the circle. Belgium team with all standing up front, ball watching. Nobody marking Hertzberger at all. And he's just in front of the keeper, just touches the ball and puts the ball inside. Ball watching at its best.
And Hertzberger looking, came off his foot, so back to the 25. But having scored on 66 minutes, Hertzberger was just looking to accelerate down that left flank. So if you want to know how important that goal was from Hertzberger, that means the Netherlands would now play Germany in the quarterfinals, and England would play Belgium. Changes things up slightly, doesn't it? England watching on after their win today. What would they prefer to meet? I'd have to ask probably Crutchley and the boys. Either way, they have to beat their quarter-finalists to get through to the semi-finals. One player back on then for Belgium, but still down to 10 men. So it's 10 versus 11. Still chance for the Netherlands to take advantage of that extra player. They did when Hertzberger got the equaliser, but here come Belgium again. Can afford to throw a bit more forward here. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Netherlands 2, Belgium 2. Important goal for Hertzberger to level things up here. Takes a little deflection, long corner. Good game this between these two European sides as the Netherlands look to try and get a winner here. Seem quite content here just to hold on to possession in the final few minutes of this game, and we do enter into the final minute of the game. Some pressure here. Oh, dangerous time to be toying with it on the D there from Dumont, and unable to clear the danger is Devine. Reverse stick shot goes wide. Not a bad effort from that angle. Hertzberger was lurking on the far post again, looking for a tip-in from that shot from Rogier Hoffman.
A lot of patience shown by the Dutch, and Hoffman's shot is just right off the post.
Again, he comes forward. Hoffman concedes the free hit this time. So it looks like the Netherlands will face Germany in the quarterfinals. Tom Boone, who scored on the night. Belgium will play England in the quarterfinals. There is the hooter then, full time here in New Delhi, and the penultimate game of day 3, match 11, has finished Netherlands 2, Belgium 2. What a game. Super stuff between these two sides, who slugged away at it, didn't they? Goals for Jonker in the first half for the Netherlands, an equaliser from Tom Boone just before half-time. Then Belgium went ahead, 50th goal of the tournament, as Felix Deneyer gave Belgium the lead. But then they went down by 2 players, and during that phase of play, Jeroen Hertzberger got an equaliser back for the Netherlands on 66 minutes. So that means the Netherlands will face Germany in the quarterfinals, and England will face Belgium in one of the other quarterfinals. One game left to play today. That's Germany versus India, but full-time score here between these two sides. It's Netherlands 2, Belgium 2. Well, the Belgian side, the first to go out and say thanks to their travelling fans. They've also got a few new fans, I think, out here. Certainly the crowd cheering for Belgium in that game. And they like what they've seen. The quarter-final stages of the competition to look forward to after tomorrow's day off. So Wednesday is the date you need to pop into your diary. And great to see, isn't it, there, Cedric, the travelling fans, but also the appreciation from the players for those fans.
Nothing like just going to your fans and getting a cheer, even though you've drawn a match and played. But the question is, they played very well. Belgium has played very well. They just, because of the two cards, they got the equalizer. They gave up the equalizer because of the last 2 cards.
And we can have a look at the highlights from the second half now. At this stage, it was 1 apiece. Goals from Jonker and Boone in the first half. Then the 50th goal of the tournament. That's how it came about. An absolute rocket from Felix Deneyer, scoring on 52 minutes to give Belgium the lead. John Doman, the co-captain, setting up his co-captain, put that one past the nose of Pierman Black. They could have made it 3-1 there. Closest to that deflection effort was Kirsters. But here's where the Netherlands took advantage of those suspended Belgian players who were sitting in the sin bin. Route 1 ball comes in here, lovely step inside, reverse stick hit towards the far post where Hertzberger was lurking. And that levelled the scores here to make it 2 apiece. Goalkeeper caught a little bit snoozing, defence caught snoozing, and it means we've seen our first draw of the tournament, and it's finished Netherlands 2, Belgium 2. So the Dutch will play Germany in the quarterfinals. England will play Belgium, and we can head down pitch side now. Devine Sen will be with us very shortly with the man of the match presentation. I wonder who's going to be picking up that one, who have our officials voted for today. Let's head pitch side with Devine.
Yes, welcome to the Hero Man of the Match presentation. Joining me for the presentation party is Mr. Koko Budeski, who's of course FIH representative and also the president of the Pan American Hockey Federation. And he'll present the Hero Man of the Match trophy, this beautiful trophy, and a check for 25,000 rupees to the captain of Belgium, today's man of the match, John Doman of Belgium. John, an interesting match, and in the end, would you say a fair result?
Yes, for us it was a really good game. We enjoyed the game, we enjoyed to play together. It was better than the other games, so it's positive for us, and I think it will continue like this, I hope.
Your coach also mentioned at halftime that it's a young team which is learning a lot, and is that what the team is looking for? Because in all 3 games, you've conceded late goals, but you've shown a lot of fight.
Yes, we always fight together like lions, and we always want to learn, always want to improve. And I think we will grow in this tournament, and it's not finished for us. We can still win it, so we will go until the end.
Well, you are the Red Lions, but the other 3 Lions are waiting for you in the quarterfinals. It's England. Your thoughts on them?
Yeah, it's a really good team. They won their 3 games, so they're really good, and they play together. So yeah, it will be very difficult, but a beautiful game.
Well, congrats for your Man of the Match trophy. Have a good day off, and all the best for your quarters.
Thank you very much.
Let's have a look at the match stats from this game then that finished 2 apiece. Netherlands 2, Belgium 2. The Dutch with more shots on target, 13-8. More circle penetrations as well, 20-11. Just controlling the possession as well. None from 2. The penalty corner conversion rate for the Netherlands, and 1 from 2 for Belgium when Tom Boone equalised late on in the first half to make it 1-1. Here's how Pool B's looking at the moment. Australia, Argentina, Netherlands and Belgium. That's how it's going to finish up. So Australia top of the table. We know then that the Belgian side will face England in the quarterfinals, and we know they're in 3rd place. The Netherlands will now face Germany. Final confirmation of who will play who in our concluding match when Germany play India. That's the final game of day 3. England topping Pool A, 3 from 3, undefeated in this tournament so far. New Zealand finishing in 3rd place. They'll watch that game eagerly between Germany and India to see who they pull in the quarterfinals. So confirmation of our other results in the day. England beating New Zealand by 5-1. Australia beating Argentina by 6-1. Our first draw of the tournament here, Netherlands 2, Belgium 2 in the match we've just watched. And the final game of the day pushes back in just under 20 minutes time. So join us for that one, and we'll see you there shortly.